Also, guys, I would like to apologise for me crying in the last episode.
No, never apologise.
Well, I don't know what came over me.
Crying's
really
not
random.
a bad thing. I think this is what you need to rethink. Is like crying isn't a bad thing.
No, but it really
Sometimes
came out
it's
of
too
nowhere.
much. Yeah, sometimes it's too much. But never apologise for crying. We don't do that here. Clearly, we tapped into some real emotion. All right.
I don't know what happened.
Guys, just so you know, it's the next day. Okay, we were planning on filming this episode straight after the last one, but we thought no, because today's episode we're getting spiritual.
Yeah,
we're getting in touch with our inner being.
To be fair, these might explain why I'm so emotional.
Hopefully we can tap into something. Yeah,
maybe.
So in today's episode, you've probably seen the title of the episode. We're going to be doing like horoscopes, birth charts, tarot readings. Okay. Now, Leah came home off her previous contract and suddenly had an interest in tarot readings and such, and astrology.
Yeah.
And whatnot. I've never known this of Leah, so I mean, I was like, you know what?
No, I've always been into like reading my horoscope, and I've always
it's never been me.
My star sign and stuff like that.
But like coming home with a folder of tarot reading meanings and such, that's new for you.
No, because I bought these because I read that. By the way, quick disclaimer: I don't know that much about it.
Yeah.
We're not. This is not a serious thing. So if anyone's really serious into it, we're probably doing stuff wrong.
Yeah, totally.
But,
we're not professionals.
Yeah.
This is just fun for us.
But I read somewhere on the internet that when you go and get, so you say tarot, not tarot?
I say tarot readings, yeah.
I feel like that's probably correct.
It is correct. I know it to be correct.
So when I searched like what cards that you could get, and it just said whichever one reaches out to
That's the rule.
Whichever one that like appeals to you.
Yeah.
And this one did. Once Upon a Time tarot card.
Yeah, it's cute.
Which is like a spin-off on like fairy tales and stuff. Really
yeah,
cool.
that is the rule. Because I've had my tarot reading done one other time, obviously not from you, from a subscriber, and she said the same thing. It was like the deck that you choose is kind of just like the one, like especially for your first one, it's encouraged to just like pick whichever one jumps out at you.
Yeah, and that one did. So yeah, and then because I came back on the ship with these, my friend was like, "What are you doing?" So then I was like, it's an interest of mine. And then when it came to my birthday...
Oh, yeah, we've got a folder. You can see it in the wide.
Yeah, so when it came to my birthday... Well, I think I got this a little bit before. They just gave me as a random present, which was like an astrology book.
A book?
Which is really cool. Because I actually wanted... Because obviously you learn a lot about your own, but I actually want to learn about more. Because then, do you know when people go, oh, I'm this star sign? Or you can guess people's star signs.
Well, this is the thing, yeah. People can tell just like by... the characteristics that they know of the star signs, what you are, which is fascinating. Like I watch a podcast called Therapist with Jake Shane. Love the podcast, and he knows all about it. Like whenever he has a guest on, he's like, "What sign are you? Let me guess," and then he often gets it, which I just don't have that. I don't even know about my own.
Yeah, that's what I want to be able to be like.
I know it is cool.
And then I also got this.
Whole folder.
Yeah, for my birthday, which is a big book of tarot meanings. So it's got like more in depth, like of the upright and the reversed for each card. Which that was a bitch to get home, but
wow, I mean, it's so thickums. I'm excited, but yeah. So guys, we're gonna start off with what are we starting off with?
Our horoscopes.
Horoscopes, okay. Because we're going to do horoscopes, then birth charts, and like talk about our signs and stuff.
Yeah.
And then tarot, right?
Yeah.
Slide, there you go. There's the episode.
So, obviously, like, I'm a Pisces.
When's your birthday?
My birthday's the 10th of March. I was actually born on my due date.
I didn't know that.
Just a random fact. Yeah.
I swear I was 2 weeks late.
You were meant to be July.
Mm-hmm. I believe so. I could be wrong. If Mum's watching this, I could be wrong, but I think I was meant to be.
Caitlin was definitely late.
Yeah,
I want to say Amy was early.
Late. I swear I was late because I remember my mum saying that must have just been comfy in there, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, but I was born on my due date at 11 o'clock at night, so only just really.
Yeah.
But I guess you were in labour for a few hours, so she started in labour on my birthday.
Totally.
So yeah, and then Bradley's birthday is
17th of August.
Oh, and I was born in 1997. He was 1998.
Absolutely.
Oh.
What?
So...
What was that noise?
No, because I just remembered about the castrated cow.
Oh! Leah, you really threw me for a loop there for a second, but now I know what you're on about.
Yeah, before we get into it, right, I realised, because obviously there's the Chinese zodiac thingy, right? Just from saying the years then. So obviously 1997, if anyone else is in 1997, you'll know it's the ox.
Which we learned was...
a castrated cow. And I didn't know this.
So that's why she said that, because otherwise that's going to sound very random. But yeah, and I'm a tiger.
Yeah, so of course he's got like a really like nice fierce one.
Arguably one of the better ones. Yeah. But didn't you say there's a dragon in there?
Maybe.
Which I'm mad, because I'd love to be a dragon.
Yeah.
I know there's a snake.
Pig, rat.
Like there was some shit ones.
Hare.
Yeah, that's shit. Sorry. But like to me that's shitter. Like why are we not doing like cool animals?
But I don't think I knew what an ox was.
I didn't.
I think I thought it was quite a cool one.
I thought it was just like a big like bull thing.
I was thinking along the lines of like the Chinese dragon things. I thought, was that an ox? Something like exotic like that. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, you're way off
base.
Way,
way off.
Yeah. No, I knew it was some sort of like cow bull thing.
But yeah, this was actually a conversation with this friend that got me this actually, and we were on about it because I think he's a snake. Yeah, and then I was like, I'm an ox, and he went, do you know that's a castrated cow? And I was like, what?
Who knew?
So I searched
Not
and it's
me.
true. It's true. So if anyone's born in 1997, or if you're the year of the ox, because it's every 12 years, right? So what's 12 years after 1997? 2009.
Mm-hmm. So
if you're a 2009 baby, we've got another 12 year after that. 2001. God, maths.
You've gone from 2009 to 2001.
No, 2021 I meant. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all you guys were a castrated cow. There you have it.
And I'm a tiger, and I love mine, to be honest.
Okay, so obviously Brad's a Leo.
I am indeed.
Okay, and
does that ring true? I feel like it probably does.
So guys, I've actually just accidentally bought a subscription for a year of Nebula. It's actually a really cool app, so I'm not.
Well, that's good.
I'm not too mad about it, but yeah. I didn't mean to do a year, because it gives you more information. So it tells you your moon and your rising as well. So,
which I didn't know before yesterday. So
Brad, you're a Leo, your star sign, which is your sun.
Mm-hmm.
Your moon is Cancer.
Absolutely.
And your rising is Aquarius. Your horoscope today is the Scorpio.
Wait, it changes daily?
Yeah, and I can tell you tomorrow's. Now I've got this subscription, I can tell you.
Yeah, come on, fill me in, baby.
So for today, May the 12th.
Because I'm going through changes at the minute, I feel. You know, in the cosmos.
Mm-hmm. The Scorpio moon enhances your determination and emotional resilience. It's a perfect day for tackling tough challenges, exploring your inner world, and building meaningful connections. Stay grounded to ensure your intensity doesn't overwhelm you, or those around you.
Okay.
So, career and work.
Yep. Tell me.
Your determination and focus shine in your professional life today. Tackle demanding projects with confidence and use your intuition to navigate complex situations effectively.
Okay. Plot twist, I start back properly working today because I've taken like 2-3 weeks off. So
there you go.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Love and romance.
Oh, God.
Your emotional depth creates powerful connections in your love life today. Share your feelings openly to build trust and understanding with your partner or potential romantic interests.
Interesting.
Does that seem like something you could do?
Potentially, yeah.
This is something Brad finds hard, I think.
Not so much, but it's just I don't have much. I'm not lucky in love like many. Do you know what I mean? I am quite.
So you're cautious.
Yeah, cautious and just picky. Like I'm not going to settle for mediocrity, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. So obviously that has meant that it's just been a bit difficult to find somebody, and like the gay community's like all over the place anyway.
Yeah.
But as of recent, yes, there is a potential somebody, but obviously it's early days.
Mm-hmm. Don't want to jinx anything.
No, totally.
Okay, health.
I feel good.
So balance is essential for your well-being today. Engage in exercises that align your body and mind, and take breaks to recharge emotionally.
Nice.
There we go. Money. Here we go. He's on about buying a laptop today, so we'll see.
Yeah, gonna go buy a new laptop.
Financial decisions today require a mix of intuition and practicality. Focus on strategies that offer long-term benefits rather than short-term gains.
Okay. Well, I still want a laptop, so... And I'm going to be using it for work, but it just means that my work can be sometimes a bit more comfortable and I can maybe work from my bed. Where's the harm?
Is that a short-term gain?
I don't think so. I think it's a long-term comfort.
Okay. All right, and finally, family and friends. Your insight and empathy help to create harmony in family dynamics. God, that would be a first. Use this energy to strengthen bonds.
Well, yeah, after what you said in the last episode, I'd fucking say so.
Use this energy to strengthen bonds and resolve any lingering issues.
That's not going to happen.
Well, it's telling you.
Well, maybe that's what we're doing today, is lingering fixing our issues.
My issues? What?
Our issues.
Ah, okay, fair.
Because clearly there was something that I said in the last episode that struck a nerve, and we're reflecting on that today.
Okay, this
Okay.
This is quite cool. Tip for the day: your strength lies in vulnerability. I'm surprised I could say that. I didn't know I could say that word. Vulnerability. Is that right?
Vulnerability, yeah.
Yeah. Embrace it to grow. So you need to get vulnerable today.
I feel like as of late I have been more vulnerable.
Yeah, well, it's saying it could be good for you today. So it says yeses for today, right?
Laptop.
No.
So yes to the laptop.
It says face challenges head on, explore emotional truths, and build strong connections. So yours is quite emotional today. It's asking you to get emotional. No's for today. So don't ignore important conversations.
Okay.
Don't rush major decisions.
Okay.
And don't let resentment linger. Do you have any resentment?
Not that I know of.
No?
Who am I resenting?
I don't know. Okay.
The thing is, I don't hold on to things. That's one thing I think I'm good at. Is like I don't hold on to things. Like although things may happen, like, and I'm sure some people would resent certain stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm quite good at, like, what is it? Compartmentalizing or something? Compartmentalizing. I don't know if that's a word.
I don't know what that means.
Basically, just like being able to like take something that happens and like kind of put them in their places.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's not all encompassing kind of vibe. I'm pretty good at that. Like I don't let things affect me for that long.
So it's saying, there's a thing, isn't there? Can you search it?
I can. What is it?
If you're a fixed sign, there's something else, because you're a fixed one, it says there.
So what am I searching?
Your dominant modality.
I need to search my dominant modality.
I think there's 3 of them. What are they?
Fixed, mutable, and cardinal. Okay. So cardinal, that's Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. It says cardinal signs indicate and lead. They are associated with beginnings, leadership, and taking action. Right? Mutable, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces. Mm-hmm. Mutable signs are adaptable, flexible, and versatile. They are associated with change, versatility, and the ability to adjust.
I think that makes sense.
I agree. Oh, see, this does make sense also for me if we're going on fixed.
Brad is fixed. Yeah.
Fixed, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Fixed signs are stable, consistent, and resistant to change. They are associated with persistence, determination, and loyalty. Yeah, not all negatives there.
Yeah, so
I do agree. I agree with that.
I've just recently learnt about that, so that's good if anyone, like, just for that they know theirs.
There you go.
Yeah,
because I do think that rings true.
Yeah, so obviously, Brad, you're a fire sign, and fire generally means that it says the fire element instills an unparalleled drive and dynamism. You get it.
This is not good for you, is it? You and these words.
Making you a natural leader with a relentless pursuit of your goals.
Yeah, makes sense.
That makes sense, yeah.
I feel like I often take on a leadership role.
Your strengths include immense passion, boundless energy, assertiveness, and the ability to inspire others. So if anyone else is a fire sign, this is all applies to you.
Do you feel inspired?
Yeah. Do we know all the fire signs? There's Aries.
Honey, you're asking the wrong person.
Leo. Sagittarius.
See, in my brain, Aries is air. Because it sounds like air.
No, let me quickly. So the fire signs.
You look up that, doll.
Oh my god, I nailed it. So the fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius.
Love.
So if you're any of these guys, this all applies to you as well.
We're passionate, baby. We're passionate.
Because this is just a general thing of fire element. So then, however, this intense flame can also lead to impatience, impulsivity.
Love that.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And a tendency to become domineering.
Completely. I completely agree.
And then balancing your fiery nature by practicing patience and empathy is crucial to avoid burning yourself and others out.
This is what I have started to realise that more. Yeah.
So maybe that's why yesterday you said that you like that about me, because I'm quite empathetic.
Yeah. Do you want to try and say that word again?
What is it?
Empathetic.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, you get the gist.
She's not even going to try it again.
No. And then to maintain harmony, channel your fiery energy into productive activities that align with your goals.
And I do.
And then,
I'm living for this. This is on the money.
And engage in regular physical exercise and practice mindfulness to keep your zest in check.
My zest. Oh, my zest.
Never heard of zest.
To be fair, this is why I'm so gung-ho about squash.
Maybe, yeah.
Because it's a sport that's active and fun.
Yeah.
At the same time.
And then finally, it's also beneficial to seek feedback from others to ensure your decisions are well-rounded and considerate. So that's like when I said to you on the last episode that when you are about to go, rah, maybe take a step and just ask.
No, because the thing is, this actually does relate to me, because I have found that I am someone who looks for validation in a lot of things. So as much as you're taking it in a negative sense,
no, I wasn't. I was
to
just
me,
saying
like that's one thing I actually do a lot. Maybe not with my family, but like Liam, for example, always are going to Liam for feedback on stuff. Like creative decisions, like I'm always like discussing with Liam first. Like for me, for example, if I make something, right, if I draw something, whatever, like for me personally, I can only really like fully feel proud of myself. Which this sounds really sad, and I'm getting better at it. But I can only really feel fully fulfilled with it if other people also like it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, very much my tea.
Right.
Validation boots. That's why it's important for me to get offline sometimes.
Yeah, so I think maybe we need to rein that in a little bit.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, it's not a good thing. It's like I'm trying to keep it in check, but I already do that.
Yeah. Well, this has got more of a detailed thing about the fixed thing.
Mm-hmm.
So your fixed modality revolves around steadfast determination and an unwavering sense of commitment. The strength.
Whoa! Call me out. Fucking hell.
The strength of your fixed nature lies in your ability to remain steady and reliable, even in the face of challenges. This strong sense of consistency. No.
Constancy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Empowers you to follow through with your goals and maintain stability in your life. Though you might resist Though you might resist changes, your persistence helps you achieve long-term success. Yeah, this makes sense because you do persist with what you do.
It does.
Your solid foundation allows you to build and grow there's a lot of words in here. Incrementally.
Yeah.
Ensuring that your progress is sustainable.
Yeah.
However, this firmness can sometimes lead to stubbornness and difficulty in compromising.
Totally. I completely agree with all of this.
To thrive, focus on embracing flexibility and openness to new ideas.
I'm working on it. Which are
often associated with the air element and Mercury. Cultivate your resilience by gradually allowing yourself to experiment with different approaches while maintaining your core values.
Totally. I fully feel this in my core right now.
And then finally, Brad, for your astrology, I want to tell you your love matches and stuff like that.
Please do.
Compatibility, zodiac compatibility.
Give it to me.
Okay, so I'm not going to read all that whole thing there, but I just want to tell you your most compatible of signs and your least compatible of signs.
Okay.
I don't know if I quite agree with these myself.
Okay. Well, is that because your love matches haven't really reflected that?
Yeah.
Right.
And they've been fine. Okay, so...
if they were fine, they'd still be happening, so...
Oh, shut up. Okay, no, but I feel like the things that says in here, why they're not a gel to you, it's just not the case.
That's fair enough, but it's good to know.
But also, I do think sometimes, like, yes, Brad's a Leo, but also he's going to have different moon and rising to another Leo. So not all Leos are the same, not all Pisces are the same and stuff.
Totally.
So it does all depend on all your signs. So most compatible of signs with you, well, with Leos, are Libras. Sagittarius and Gemini.
I mean, none of this makes any sense. I don't know what when they are in the year, so it doesn't matter to me.
Libra is like the twins.
October?
Yeah.
Right.
So like end of...
Well, this new boy's November. What's that?
November what?
Don't know.
End of November? Because then it'd be a Sagittarius.
I don't know. Could be. I don't know. He didn't tell me. Why, was Sagittarius one of those?
Yeah.
Cunty! Look out, people!
So the beginning of November would be Scorpio.
Right.
But towards the end of November, it'd be Sagittarius.
Right.
So on your most compatible is Libra, Sagittarius, and Gemini. But on your least is Leo. So you come with another Leo, apparently. I think it makes sense. Because if you're both quite, like, headstrong, then you might butt heads.
I know, but sometimes I don't want to be headstrong anymore. Like, I low-key want someone to look after me.
Yeah, but there's other things. That's why I want to know more about the other signs. So then I can tell you what sign, why they'd be good for you. Yeah. Well, it does tell you on here, actually, why they'd be good for you. But your least one's a Leo, Scorpio. So if it's a Scorpio.
Then fuck.
And Capricorn.
Right.
So, the Libra would be good because what a glamorous, charming pair.
Right.
You both know how to impress other people and love being the centre of attention. Sagittarius, if it's a Sagittarius, you're the two most generous people in the zodiac. You'll have heaps of fun and enjoy emptying your joint bank account together. Sounds like a spenny relationship.
It does, yeah. Don't know if I need that. Wait, what was that? A Scorpio?
No, that's Sagittarius. That's the good thing.
Oh.
Yeah. A Gemini, the sparkling entertainment team is here and neither of you will get a wink of sleep when the other is around. Well... and then your least compatible ones, I'll just read the Scorpio one just in case it's a Scorpio. Lots of passion initially, but Scorpio's broody emotions and shady game playing is too underhand for your upfront Leo.
See, he's definitely not like a shady game player. Like, he's been up so far very upfront.
Maybe he's a Saggy.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
But also it's just like...
It's just you can't take it gospel.
Nah, exactly.
Because the person who I'm talking to right now is a Saggy. And I don't think that it even comes up on my radar.
Well, let's do yours. Is it time for you now?
Yeah.
Okay. So obviously, as Leah mentioned, her birthday is March 10th. Okay. Mm-hmm. She's in fact a Pisces with her sun in Aries.
No.
Moon in Aries.
Yeah.
And rising is Scorpio. So it's Monday, May 12th, right? Mm-hmm. The Scorpio moon empowers you with emotional depth and sharp intuition. It's a day for uncovering truths, pursuing your passions, and making meaningful transformations. While your intensity is your strength, remember to temper it with patience and understanding. Okay. Career and work. Here we go.
Oh, God.
Your focus and resourcefulness makes this a productive day at work. Dive into challenging tasks and trust your ability to find innovative solutions. Seek feedback to refine your efforts. Don't really say much there, I don't feel like.
No.
Love and romance.
God.
Your passion and depth enhance your romantic connections today. If you're in a relationship, deepen your bond through open and heartfelt conversations. If you're single, your magnetic energy attracts meaningful encounters.
Right. I mean, they're kind of a grey area.
Yeah. Health.
Here we go. Mm-hmm.
Your physical energy benefits from activities that balance intensity with relaxation, such as yoga or swimming. Maybe go swimming today.
I like swimming.
I love a bit of swimming. Pay attention to emotional well-being to maintain overall harmony. Well, you had a good cry yesterday, so I'm sure
I'm all cried
helps.
out. Yeah.
Money, 75%.
Oh, God. I could help with that.
That's your lowest.
Yeah. I could do with some help with that.
Strategic planning is key to financial success today. Avoid impulsive decisions and focus on investments that align with your long-term goals.
Impulsive decision, just accidentally subscribe to a thing for a year.
Yeah, to this fucking app.
Yeah, I should have read that before, shouldn't I?
Yeah, it's your bloody fault. Right. Family and friends. Okay. Your ability to... Your ability to connect deeply fosters meaningful interactions within your family. Use this time to resolve tensions and to strengthen bonds with loved ones. How's our bond?
Ours is good.
Fab.
Maybe I should reach out to someone.
Yeah, maybe you should. I won't be.
No.
Tip for the day. Transformation comes from within. Embrace it with courage.
No, that's actually a really good one, right? Because obviously at the moment I'm trying to...
You're in a transitional phase.
Figure out what I'm doing. And I keep telling myself I'm going to do these like dance fitness classes things. But then I keep being like, oh no, but then what if no one comes? What if no one likes it? Like... What's the point in all that?
You got to trust yourself, baby.
Yeah, like I'm doubting myself before I've even started.
Exactly.
And I need to stop doing that.
Exactly.
Then I'll never know. And then
exactly.
I would never do it. So
totally. Love that.
That makes sense.
Okay, yeses for today. Focus on deep insights. Mm-hmm. Pursue personal growth. Trust your instincts.
There we go.
Fucking hell, this one's good, isn't it? No for today. Don't let emotions rule your decisions.
That's an important one for me.
No for today. Avoid addressing challenges.
Okay.
So you should address challenges.
Let me see.
It says no for today. Avoid addressing challenges is a no.
Oh,
Should.
so I don't avoid addressing challenges. Yeah.
I'll put don't at the beginning of all these.
Yeah.
So don't let emotions rule your decisions.
Yeah.
Don't avoid addressing challenges, and don't isolate yourself.
Okay.
Right.
That's quite good.
Okay, so what's this?
So, because my element for
Is a
Pisces.
water.
Yes, if anyone else is a Pisces, what's the other water ones? Scorpio. Is it Cancer? No.
I have no idea.
Guys, I'm on it. I must have been learning more than what I thought. Yeah.
Well, I imagine so.
So the water signs are Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer.
So for water signs, here we go. We're cracking on in, guys. Are you taking notes? Being under the influence of the water element gives you a remarkable sense of intuition, emotional depth, and compassion, period. Oh, I've clicked off it. You possess a natural wisdom and an ability to connect with others on a profound level.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on. Nevertheless, this can also make you susceptible to emotional turbulence and oversensitivity.
There we have it, guys.
She knows it well.
I do.
You may find yourself retreating into your private world of emotions, sometimes even becoming overwhelmed or introspective to a fault.
What's introspective?
Like thinking too deeply about
Like
your
overthinking.
internal shit.
Overthinking.
Yeah.
And going too deep into
Yeah,
it.
totally.
Yeah.
To balance this powerful element, it's important to find healthy ways to express and process your emotions. I think that's what you need. You need to figure out ways to like regularly access your emotions in a healthier way.
I did start journaling at one point and it did really help me.
I like journaling.
Because then I can just get it out.
I think that would be helpful for you to get it out your head.
Yeah. Because I do have a lot of emotions.
Well, you can always look into that. Like, what are like good ways of like accessing emotions without it being like.
Yeah, because not everyone wants to listen to you vent all the time. Do you know what I mean?
But it's also just like it's good to like obviously get in contact with your like inner shit. But like, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't always rely on other people.
No.
There needs to be a way. I've been doing it myself.
Yeah, it's like healthy ways of expressing it. I think that would be good for you. Engage in artistic endeavors. Spend time in nature or practice mindfulness and meditation. Maybe you need to try meditating. I've done it before.
I've tried before. It wasn't for me.
But you can do them just before sleep, and like the sleep meditation's really good. And I used to do it for a while, and it sends you off into a lovely sleep, lovely deep sleep. Last thing, by doing so, you allow your emotions to flow freely and prevent them from stagnating or becoming overwhelming. There you go. It's overwhelming emotion, it comes right to the surface. Now,
that actually makes sense that why I am so emotional, because even though I'm a Pisces, which we're known for being emotional, but also my rising was Scorpio, which is also water. Mm-hmm. So that's like double water.
So what were mine? So Leo and then Cancer.
Cancer's water.
Okay, and then
Aquarius, which is air. So you're a mix. You're fire, water, and air.
Nice.
You're a good mix.
So what are you?
But I'm double water and fire.
Right. That makes sense. Last thing, mutable. She's a mutable sign.
Brad was fixed. What was the other one? Can't remember. Something else.
Cardinal.
Yeah. So I'm mutable.
Well, you can get cardinal birds, and they're meant to be like spirits. Because there's a song by Casey Musgraves called Cardinal, and it's about how she thinks that basically a loved one kind of came back to her as a cardinal, and like she sees them in a cardinal bird, and it's like a bright red bird. So Leah's a mutable sign. Now, mutable signs, once more, right, are Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Okay. And what that means...
Caitlin's a Virgo. Amy's a Gemini.
What that means... So all of you are mutable?
Apart from you.
I mean, that rings true, does it not? Sense. That rings true.
When you've heard all the stories about our
family... And my
mum's
a mutable.
Yeah, that
she's
all
the same
makes
month
sense.
as you.
Yeah. I want to know what my dad is. Oh, wait.
January.
Yeah, but he's Capricorn, but was he same as you, or was he
No,
the other one?
I reckon he's the other one.
He's got to be, because he's the one that's just laid back and doesn't get
Yeah,
involved
Capricorn, Cardinal.
Yeah, there we have it, guys. It all makes sense.
No, it says cardinal signs initiate and lead. They are associated with beginnings, leadership, and taking action.
Oh,
that's not my dad.
Not my dad.
That's not my dad at all. Okay, so mutable signs. Here we go. As someone with a mutable modality, you excel in environments that require flexibility and adaptability. Your strength lies in your versatility and your innate capability to adjust to new experiences and surroundings. You often serve as a mediator due to your ease in understanding and incorporating various viewpoints. However, while your adaptable nature is a significant asset, it can sometimes result in a lack of focus or indecision as you navigate numerous possibilities.
Right.
To truly harness your potential, you should emphasize honing your intuitive strengths, which are deeply connected to the water element and the influence of Neptune. It's essential to remain grounded in your personal convictions and desires to ensure that your adaptability doesn't come at the expense of your own well-being.
Is that because we'll just go with the flow?
Yeah, so don't adapt too much to the point of like
where it affects myself.
Negatively fucking yourself over.
Yeah, you know the bit where it said about being like indecisive and stuff because I'm too busy like trying to. That's
please, you're a people pleaser.
No, it didn't say that. It was on about where was it? There. While your adaptable nature is a significant asset, it can sometimes result in a lack of focus or indecision as you navigate numerous possibilities. So, you know, when I've been saying to you, like, oh, I could do this job. Oh, I could do this job. Could do that. Because I keep flitting.
Do you know what's crazy? Your Saturn's returning.
My what?
You're in your Saturn return.
What is he saying to me right now?
So, your Saturn returning, it's known for being a transitional stage in your life where you realise new things and like things that maybe weren't serving you like moving forward. Like it's a point of change, and it happens for people around like 27 to 30.
Right, so I'm in that stage.
You're in your Saturn is returning.
Are you
currently
saying Saturn is in the planet?
Yes, your Saturn's returning.
Right, because I didn't know what you were saying.
Let's get a proper definition of Saturn returning, because I don't think I said it right.
Is anyone else in this stage?
I know this through the Ariana Grande album, the new one.
You know, the things you learn from pop culture.
Totally. Saturn return meaning. Here we go. In astrology, a Saturn return is a significant period, typically occurs between the late 20s and early 30s, when Saturn, the planet associated with structure, discipline, and responsibility, returns to the same degree and sign it was at the moment of a person's birth. So it takes around 29 years, because it says it in the interlude of that song.
Right.
It's often viewed as a time of major life changes and personal growth. So I kind of did say that.
You're telling me. Yeah.
Exactly. Marked by a shift towards taking more responsibility and facing challenges head on.
Right, there we go.
That's just clocked in my head. It makes sense actually that you're in this stage of life because you're like going to be 28.
So you call it the Saturn returning?
You're in your Saturn return, yeah.
Wow,
your
there
Saturn
we
is
go.
returning.
I didn't know that.
There you go. Look at me giving something to the audience.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got Leah's most compatible love signs.
So
right?
For Pisces, everyone, if anyone else
yeah,
for Pisces.
Listen up, girls, boys.
Or obviously, if you're one of the ones that's mentioned, then vice versa.
Most compatible love signs for a Pisces: Scorpio, Virgo, and Cancer.
See, isn't that strange? Because Scorpio and Cancer are the other water signs. So then it's saying that because it's saying that water signs generally are a bit more like in touch with emotions, right? Mm-hmm. So then it's saying that then you gel well with, I guess, yeah. Because when I...
Well, yeah, because you can be there for each other.
Yeah, because I need an emotional...
Totally.
Yeah.
Like another emotional person is going to happily take on your emotions.
Because they're more
like
understanding
we're both
about
emotional.
It. Yeah.
You know? Least compatible love signs. Oof, yeah. Aries, Gemini, and Leo.
I mean, that makes sense.
Totally
Not
makes
that we're
sense.
like going to be in a love,
no, but like
personalities,
yeah.
like that would butt heads in a relationship.
So let's go in depth with these. So most compatible love signs, Scorpio. You're one of the few people that can see past Scorpio's deadpan expression to the deep well of emotion inside, and you like it.
Right. I do like to read people. No, the person that I'm
is not on here.
Is a Saggy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not on here.
It's not on the radar at all.
Well, that's good. At least it's not least.
Yeah.
Because it could be like the fourth. You don't know.
Yeah.
Virgo. Your opposite sign of Virgo gently and kindly shows you how to live in the real world without making it seem too unpleasant. Interesting. Cancer. You're on the same level emotionally, both sensitive and careful with each other's hearts.
See,
that's lovely.
Do you know, in another way, though, I feel like that could be... Because sometimes you need a bit of yin and yang, right?
Totally.
So I think if you're both too similar like that, then when I get into my emotional state, then how are they going to get me out of it?
Totally.
Sometimes I think I'm so used to, like... I was going to say my mum.
Every episode she's coming for Tracy. And Mum is not happy about it, let me tell you guys.
But do you know, like the tough loving sort of thing?
Yeah.
So sometimes when I get in my emotional state, I just need someone, like, obviously I need someone to listen, but sometimes it is a time when I just need someone to snap me out of it, because I do just get in I'm my own worst enemy.
Totally.
So, yeah.
Okay, well, least compatible. Here's why. So Aries, there's no sugarcoating with Aries. They're as blunt and on the nose as they come. You need a bit more fairy tale and stardust than that. How interesting you bought the Once Upon a Time tarots, because they're like fairy tale vibes.
Because I'm a dreamer. That's what I am.
I'm a dreamer.
No, but that's what I am. That's why I love romance films and romance books.
Cute. Yeah, I'm the complete opposite.
Yeah.
Gemini usually floats on the surface of things when you like to dive in as deeply as possible. Right. Leo, you need time away from people to feel like an individual, and Leo feeds off the attention to feel like they're valid. Period. I do.
I need time away.
I do.
That makes sense. Rome. I need a time away from you.
Yeah. So guys, what we're going to do is obviously we're going to do each other a reading, and I'll record some clips just, and then Leah can obviously put them in the edit so you guys can actually see the deck, because obviously we're going to have to just do it like in between us, which is not ideal. But
again, we don't really know how to do this properly. I am going to learn, but we're just going to do probably the 3 cards thing.
Yeah.
What is it? The past,
present, and future.
And I believe from what I've seen so far,
but there's loads of different ways of doing it though, isn't there?
Yeah. That, like, say if I do Bradley needs to, like, thingy up the deck.
I have to shuffle.
Yep. You can turn them around, whatever you want to do with it, however you want it, till you feel that it's good. Let's say you're putting your energy into the cards. But also, I think, Brad, when you do it, you can, if you've got like a general question of like your life at the moment, as you're doing it, you can kind of
hone in on that.
Ask it that question. Yeah.
Oh. Let's go ooky spooky.
But it's important that Bradley's the one touching the cards, and I don't put my energy onto them.
Totally.
And obviously, the card can be the right way, upright or reversed, and that depends on the reading as well. Mm-hmm. So yeah, who wants to go first?
I think you should do me first, because you just know a bit more about it.
Okay. All right then. So Brad's got the cards. Going to give him a good shuffle. I'm going to be quiet for just a second, so but I can.
Not on the cards.
Yeah, but I can cut it out so it's not like silent for the listeners.
Well, we can give them ASMR card shuffling. Yeah, you guys will enjoy that. Not done.
Yeah, but Brad, I feel like you need to be concentrating more on the cards. Okay, now pan them out. All right, now I want you to choose 3 cards.
Okay.
Yeah, obviously they don't have to be in the same area, whatever. Like, it's just wherever you feel your energy goes to.
Okay.
And place them down, whichever way you want. Okay, he's feeling the energy, guys. We could be doing this completely wrong, but this is what totally. I'm going with. Psychic Leah here.
There we go.
Okay, you sure?
Totally.
Good. Okay, so this is Brad's past, present, and future.
Yep.
Okay, and I'm going to flick them over this way like this so the direction of the card doesn't change.
Okay.
Because obviously this is the way he's put them down, so we would need it to be the same. So your past is the moon in reverse. Your present is the high priestess in
upright.
Upright, yeah. And your future is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse.
Okay.
Interesting.
Slay.
Okay, so let me find the meanings for the moon in reverse. Give me 1 second. All right then, so we have the moon. Now the things on here do look slightly different to the cards I've got, because obviously I got the fairy tale twist.
Yeah, it's just an example.
These are just like from like the original tarot cards on here. But they are pretty much the same thing. But it's just their fairy tale interpretation.
The design is just slightly different.
Okay, so the key words for the moon in reverse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's truth, revealing secrets, confirmation, denial, releasing fear, clarity, spiritual or psychic connection. Now, apparently, your past can also kind of lead into the present.
Okay.
I read somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want me to read that about the card?
Absolutely. Let's go in depth, baby. We can be here for hours.
Okay, so the moon card depicts a dog and wolf standing in a field with the moon above them. The dog symbolizing civilization and humanity, and the wolf symbolizing wildness. Howled together at the moon. Oh, they howled together at the moon. Oh, Diego howled the other day. It was very impressive.
He does. He does sometimes.
Yeah, but it was a very good one.
Yeah.
I was literally sat there like, wow, that was incredible.
It really taps into it, doesn't it?
Yeah. But it was literally like there, like on the sofa, looking out the window, but he did it twice and he didn't budge. And it's like, what are you doing? All right. In the middle of the day. Okay, anyways, the moon itself asleep is a symbol of unconsciousness, fears, and dreams. It lights the path to higher consciousness that lays between two towers. This is a path you must travel alone in the dark, trusting your intuition and not allowing fear to lead you astray.
Okay.
A crayfish crawls from the water, symbolizing symbolizing the rise from the depths subconscious to conscious, and can be associated with the astrological sign. I knew it. Let me get there. Astrological sign of Cancer, which is ruled by the moon. If you imagine this card split down the middle, it's almost as if the sides mirror each other.
Okay.
Reflecting the two paths you can choose, fear or trust.
Right.
Okay, so beginnings, it says.
Mm-hmm.
Reversed. You're working through or have worked through a period of anxiety and you are ready to move forward.
Gag! Sorry.
The clouds of confusion or fear are fading away. Action. Trust yourself and your intuition. Don't allow fear or imposter syndrome to creep back in. Is that a good start?
Guys, are you gagged? I'm gagged. I literally did a video on the main channel about how I am going to be trusting myself moving forward and like doing what I want to do.
Psychically, yeah.
Fucking crazy. Wait a minute, I'm kind of gagged.
I'm joking. Okay, career. Reversed. You're finally getting clear on what it is that you want to do or the direction you're ready to take. You know the answer deep down, even if it's a scary one. Action. Are you ready to trust the call of your intuition? Don't let fear dissuade you.
Pussy.
Yeah?
I am all about that.
Okay, money. I feel like these ones never really hit with you because it's not like the regular.
No, I'm not a regular 9 to 5.
Okay, so reverse. You've finally gotten clarity around your financial goals and are feeling positive about your financial situation. Action. Consider receiving guidance from a financial professional to help light your way. I mean, it wouldn't hurt
to get me an accountant.
To know how to like use your money wisely. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To like invest it. Or
to be fair, I have actually like not. This is probably not like this is probably a bit of a reach, or might seem a bit of a reach. But like recently, because obviously like the normal thing that people in my position would be doing would be obviously getting on the ladder. You know, like
that's what I mean.
Estate and all that sort of thing. Recently, I have put more thought into that sort of thing and like actually the way I'd like to do it rather than like and do it for me, because like at this point in time, I'm not necessarily ready to be like a full-on homeowner. So like, I will be like renting for another couple of years just until I'm fully comfortable. But then even at that point, I want to like maybe buy a flat first rather than diving straight into a house or whatever and like.
Yeah. I do think it'd help to have some sort of advice. It doesn't hurt to get some advice.
Totally.
On what you could do with your
money. Financial advisor.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, love.
Okay.
Reversed. The moon reversed exposes the secrets that the moon upright holds. Uncertainty, secrets, or hidden agendas are being brought to light. If single, this card suggests that someone you're interested in may not be all that they seem.
But that was in the past.
Yeah. This is your past.
This is my past card.
So action, the moon.
Period. Yeah, I've had my situation.
The moon asks you to truthfully see your partner and pay attention to your instincts. So that was, kind of your past leading into your present.
Okay.
Friends and family. Someone close to you is likely being deceitful. You may also see a loved one clearly for the first time. Action, when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Okay.
Period, and I do be.
Health. When the moon is reversed, we're clear from its murky clouds. The moon reverse can present an overall positive mental state, being optimistic, hopeful, and in tune with your intuition. Action. Allow yourself to take a breath and enjoy your sunny disposition.
And isn't that just fucking lovely?
Higher guidance. So the universe is sending you messages. Listen to them. Action. A card of intuition. The moon in reverse is asking you to trust your inner voice and your own inner knowing.
Those things make total sense to me, because that's definitely been kind of like how I've lived life from my past into my present, because now I'm currently changing things. I'm in a period of change also.
Yeah. Okay. Outcome. Clarity and truth will be themes of your outcome. This will be a transformative and liberating experience. Action. Have faith and trust in yourself as you move forward. Lean into your spiritual connection when you need answers.
Period. That's kind of nailed that for me.
Yeah, that was pretty good, right?
Yeah, I feel like definitely in terms of like my career and whatnot, and how I've been like kind of running my life and where my priorities have been, I feel like are shifting at the minute. And that's what that kind of said, like it's a transformative time.
Yeah. Okay, so his present is the High Priestess.
And she's a slay.
She is. Yeah, again, this is quite similar.
And she's upright.
Spin-off, and it's upright. Okay, so the key words for High Priestess is divine, feminine, sacred knowledge, mysticism. What? Mysticism.
Yeah, mysticism.
You're mystic. Is that
I
what
guess
it is? Intuition, education, mystery, creativity, fertility.
I'm pregnant.
Lunar energy, motherhood, and understanding.
Jesus Christ,
Wow.
I'm going to be a parent.
Okay, so the High Priestess sits adorned with a crown composed of a circular sphere in the centre, surrounded by 2 crescents.
Yeah.
This represents the phases of the moon and also is associated with the archetypes of the triple goddess, maiden, mother, and crone.
It's giving mother.
The cross on her chest suggests balance and spiritual connection. At her feet, a large crescent moon symbolizes her connection with her intuition and the divine feminine. So this one's upright, isn't it?
Yep.
So beginnings, you're being called to listen to those little nudges you feel throughout the day. What's your inner voice telling you? Action, listen to your intuition and gut instincts about when and how to move forward. So it's the same thing again.
It's working.
Career. A keeper of knowledge, the High Priestess can represent going back to school or continuing your education. Action, consider continuing your education or furthering your knowledge in relation to your career.
No,
not that one.
I mean, I'm not going back to school.
No, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. But is there anything you could further with your career to like that you could learn more of? No.
Not really. No, I just watch shit for a living.
Okay.
Maybe editing, I guess.
Money.
I
You
don't
may
wanna
be
do that.
feeling impatient with your financial situation or like money is eluding you. Action. Get curious about your relationship with money. What's your money mindset like? Make money your friend. Get comfortable with regularly checking your accounts and being knowledgeable regarding your flow of money in and out. I mean, that's not a bad thing because the amount of times we'll go somewhere and I'll go, oh, how much was that? And he'll go, I don't know. He doesn't know. And
Well,
I'd
I
like,
just don't look sometimes.
I feel like you could probably do that a bit more.
Yeah,
Be in touch with like what's...
How much I'm actually spending.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Love. When seeking guidance regarding your relationship or dating life, the High Priestess asks you to listen to your intuition. A powerful feminine figure, she can also represent motherhood, marriage, or pregnancy. Action, listen to your heart and don't doubt your gut.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not mad at that.
Sometimes you can't read it so literally.
No, totally. I'm not, because I'm not going to be a mother.
Yeah,
A man.
exactly. Friends and family. Upright, the High Priestess represents an older, likely female friend or family member. That's me.
That's me.
Drawing this card signifies that you may have something to learn from this person.
Okay.
Action, spend time with the High Priestess in your life and turn to them if you need guidance. I'm the High Priestess in his life.
I love that you're saying this, and you might not be.
I am.
It won't be Amy.
I am. Exactly.
It'd only be you or my mum.
Exactly.
I go to my mum with a lot.
All right. Don't take it away from me. Okay, health. The High Priestess suggests that you're in good health and in tune with your body.
Mm-hmm.
This card can also signify pregnancy, but I'd be worried if I had this one.
I know.
Can also signify pregnancy, birth, or motherhood. Action. If you're not as in tune with your body as you'd like, try incorporating mindful movement or yoga into your routine.
Mm-hmm. No, at the minute I'm doing pretty well with my body. I'm not obviously sometimes I can be a bit hard on myself when it comes to those sort of things, but no, as of late I've been nicer to myself, so that can make sense.
That's good. Okay. Higher guidance. Whatever questions you're asking the tarot, you already know the answers. You're just looking for confirmation. This card is it. Action. Trust yourself, getting in tune and working with lunar energy is also suggested with this card. That's what it said there.
Mm-hmm.
Working with your spiritual energy.
Yeah, totally.
Outcome. Well, here's a frustrating card for your outcome. The High Priestess is tight-lipped and suggests that some things aren't meant to be known. What does your intuition tell you the outcome will be? Draw clarifying cards if you feel like you need more answers. I don't know what that means.
Well, it's just realistically, the cards aren't going to answer my question, is what they're saying, because I already kind of know the answer.
Okay, so for your future, you have...
Here we go, listen up, class.
The Knight of Pentacles.
In reverse.
In reverse. Okay, so the key words are perfectionism, workaholic tendencies, impatience, boredom, irresponsible, lazy, reckless, complacent, inaction, or slow to take action.
Fuck! We were doing so well.
I know. Okay.
Shit, guys, it's all gone to shit.
Okay, so Knight of Pentacles embodies hard work and responsibility. He rides atop his sturdy and serious black horse slowly and steadily. Wow, sounds a bit sexual. Pentacle...
Leah.
It does. Pentacle in hand, knowing that doing things the right way takes time. He gazes ahead, thoughts on the future. Behind him, his field is ploughed, showing that he's willing to
Now that sounds sexual. His field is ploughed.
It all sounds a bit... showing that he's willing to do repetitive work because he knows it's necessary to prepare for his harvest.
Hello.
While the knights of other suits, such as wands and swords, are excited and ready for battle, the Knight of Pentacles is content to live a more quiet and conservative life. The Knight of Pentacles is hardworking and practical. But you got this in reverse.
I did, yeah. So it's going to go to shit, I feel. Because upright, that makes a bit more sense, but...
Okay. So, beginnings. You're bored and tired of the same old, but aren't sure exactly how to change things up. Action. Ask yourself, how can I break out of my boring routine? Do something fun and wild just because.
Wait. So, although this is my future, it could
be like your present
from present to future, right? Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, because you're trying to...
I'm trying to break out of, I'm trying to keep this exciting for myself.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So this is actually... Okay.
Okay, so career. The reverse Knight of Pentacles can mean one of two things. Either being a perfectionist with your work...
Been there.
Or not putting in the time and energy you could be. I think it's more the perfectionism.
It is, indeed.
Probably. Action. If perfectionism and being a workaholic have you stressed and obsessing, allow yourself to take a break.
See, that's tea.
It will do your quality of work and mental health good to come back feeling refreshed. And on the other end, if you're not motivated, don't expect to achieve your goals.
I'm literally back today filming shit. Mm-hmm. Okay, we can work with this. I thought it was going to be nasty to me. But I can work with that.
Okay, money. Irresponsibility is a key player with the reverse Knight of Pentacles.
I'm still getting the laptop.
It's likely... What's that laugh? You went like a new key.
I know, I do sometimes do a whistle note during my laughs these days.
It's likely you've been overspending or making questionable decisions. Action. Time to tighten the purse strings.
After the laptop.
Create a budget and stick to it to get yourself back on track. I can see that.
All right.
Okay,
calm down now.
Love. Oh, God.
Fuck.
Commitment Commitment may be an issue here with either you or your partner. The reverse Knight of Pentacles suggests someone who wants to play the field and isn't ready to settle down. Additionally, this card can signify that Friday night grocery trips together have replaced what were once exciting nights on the town. If single, you may be holding potential partners to a perfectionist-like high standard. This is not what you're doing. Action: evaluate where your relationship is and whether it's in the place you want. If not, make changes. Find ways to bring fun back into the relationship if things are feeling dull. I think you're more like the single thing. I don't think you're really in the relationship bit yet.
No, not at all.
Okay.
But like I do hype. I mean, I said earlier that I don't settle for mediocrity. Like I do hold people to a higher standard, and maybe it's an unattainable standard. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe that's food for thought there.
Okay, friends and family. Have you let your relationships fall to the wayside while you focus on work? The reverse Knight of Pentacles says yes. Action: remember to do the little things that nurture relationships, such as sending a quick text to a loved one to show that you're thinking of them.
Okay. I don't think I've let you guys fall to the wayside.
No. I just think my mind just goes.
I know where your mind goes.
Yeah. Okay. Health. Something is off here. The reverse Knight of Pentacles can either bring obsession or laziness. Which one is plaguing you?
Obsession.
Action: remember that health is never an extreme, it's about balance. If you're lacking motivation, try doing one thing daily for your physical, mental, spiritual and emotional health. If you're overly motivated, look within to see why you're feeling the need to perform this way. Work towards balance.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do now. Like, because I used to go through phases where I'd like be hyper fixated on how I looked and like wanting to go to the gym every day, whatever, and then I'd go through spouts of that and then the complete opposite. Whereas right now I'm trying to like not beat myself up if I don't want to go to the gym, you know, and like also find other ways of being physical and also just be nicer to myself in general, because I have been for a while obsessive with like my skin and stuff, and I'm trying not to be obsessive with that, and that kind of started with our spa trip, to be honest, because like
what, not being obsessed with it?
Because that was like the first time in a long while I'd been in public with my top off, and like not allowing my skin to make me feel really insecure and like whatever. So
yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, higher guidance. It's reverse, right? Yeah. Does the journey in front of you seem so impossible that you're ready to give up?
Absolutely not.
That's more like me. Maybe my energy's like fed into that. You could be lacking the motivation or feeling like your outlook on life is cloudy right now. It's definitely me. Action: the reverse Knight of Pentacles asks you not to give up. He values hard work and asks you to keep going. You've got this.
There is little things here and there, like, do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, like I like I've mentioned, like I am kind of like changing the way that I run things. So like I do think it still relates, but I do think maybe your energy has rubbed off here.
Okay, outcome, some real talk here. This card is a reality check that your dreams will evade you unless you're willing to do the hard work. Action: don't leave things half done. You've got to get it together and start moving forward with purpose and momentum.
See, I'm not that. I'm not lazy. I get shit done, almost to my detriment. So, like, that's not really my tea.
Yeah, but that's yours there.
Thank you so much. To be honest, there's a lot there that I feel like is correct.
Yeah.
And it makes sense to me.
Like, it's not all going to be, like...
Of course, it's not always going to be bang on.
But it's just picking the cards that are, like, relatable.
But the vibes are definitely there, like, in comparison to, like, what I'm going through at the moment. You know? We're going to figure this out, and then we'll be back when we're doing Leah's. Okay, we're back. Right, it's now Leah's turn. She's currently shuffling the cards.
3 cards have already flung out at me. I don't know if that's my lack of, like...
dexterity.
I don't know what that means.
Guys, we need to keep a counter of all the words that Leah doesn't know. But, like, they do say if they fall out at you, that they're your cards.
I know.
Like, you're meant to...
They could just fly out at me.
I think let's just...
Maybe my energy's strong.
But what's difficult is we don't know whether they're in reverse or not.
Well, I'm going to do this.
Okay. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so she's had three cards fall out, right? You might have seen on the wide angle, okay? She's currently just shuffling those to try and determine whether we're going to get an upright reverse situation and in what order, okay? Go for it. Okay, so here we have the cards, past, present, and future. And we're going to go like this. So we've got the Ace of Swords, and to you that's in reverse. We've then got the Four of Cups upright. And then lastly, we have the Three of Cups in reverse. Right. Okay, a lot of cup action here. Oh. Fucking hell. So, yeah, like we said, these are the ones that just fell out at her. Right? So, very interesting. So, first and foremost.
If this doesn't end up being very good, then maybe I shouldn't have done that. But I've been told that if they fall out at you...
That is a thing. Yeah, I know that too. So, first of all, we're going to be looking for the Ace of Swords.
I'm a bit scared. I don't know why.
Okay, well, to be fair, guys, I will say, just to preface this, we did one together when you first came back, didn't we?
Mine was
and hers was on point.
Yeah.
To the point where, guys, it was infiltrating mine.
Yeah, I do think
we
maybe
did it
I
second
have a
time,
strong
didn't we? And I had a better one the second time. But the first one, it was all Leah.
Yeah.
But anyway, Ace of Swords. Okay, and this was your past leading into the present, right? In the Ace of Swords, a hand emerges from the clouds holding a sword symbolizing thought and intellect. The sword is topped with a crown representing the power carried by our thoughts and decisions. Oh, it's decisions.
There we go.
An olive branch representative of peace, and palm branch representative of endurance through tough times. Fuck yeah.
Okay.
So we've got it in reverse, right?
Yeah.
So keywords for this card. Fucking hell, you're gonna die at this. Lack of ideas, miscommunication, confusion, clouded judgment, hostility, lack of clarity, failure.
Yep.
Fuck. So then we've got beginnings. You're feeling ready to get this show on the road and start moving forward, but you're just not exactly sure which direction to go. The reversed Ace of Swords can also suggest trying to find clarity before taking the next step. Action. Confusion, lack of communication, and overall frustration are at an all-time high right now. Don't make it worse by trying to force things. Taking small steps is key. Now isn't the time to be making big decisions.
This, obviously, I'm not going to go deep on the pod of what it's to do with, but Brad knows my most recent life.
Totally.
It is to do with, like, the love life, and that actually hits home quite hard.
Yeah, quite viciously.
And you would understand with the thing I've told you more recently.
Yeah.
The end bit. Okay. God. Right.
Yeah, specifically, don't make it worse by trying to force things. Period. Career. Ready?
Here we go.
The path to your future is looking a bit unclear.
You're telling me?
This card can also represent staying at a job that's no longer a good fit for you. Fuck.
It's saying, wait, what? Read that bit again.
This card can also represent staying at a job that's no longer a good fit for you. Creative blocks, miscommunication, confusion, or chaos within the workplace. Action. The future may be unclear, but one thing isn't. Something's got to change. Spend time getting clear on what you want out of your job and steps you can take to get there.
See, obviously I had the whole stopping dancing and stuff as well. Because that wasn't serving me anymore.
Yeah, because you've got to think this is your past.
Yeah. So there was all that, and then it is still in the lingering present.
Yeah, it's just been kind of like
an ongoing thing. For
seeking clarity, I feel like has been kind of like, since you kind of stopped dancing, it's kind of been like that.
But that was the main thing. I had that whole thing of stopping dancing because that was a big decision to make.
Totally. I mean, same. I've been there.
Yeah.
It's a difficult one.
Yeah, it is still a lingering thing into the present.
Yeah.
All right.
Money.
Here we go.
In reverse. Did you sign a contract you didn't read all the way through, or are you on shaky financial ground? The Ace of Swords reverse suggests that things are unclear with your finances, and the likelihood for poor money decisions is high. Action. Get clear on what's going on with your money. Consult with a financial professional if necessary.
I mean, I don't have a job.
So I mean, yeah, that's
But guys, I do have an interview tomorrow. So
yeah, we'll let you know how that goes.
Yeah.
Love.
Oh, God.
Your relationships...
What?
Wait, I'm just reading ahead.
Why?
For my own sake. Your relationship feels kind of like being in an Uber with low visibility, driving conditions, and multiple drivers who keep arguing with each other. The chaos is causing clouded judgment and communication breakdowns. If single, you're focusing on getting clear on what you want from a relationship. Action. Put down your sword and allow yourself to cool off for a minute. Things feel blurry, so see if you can have an honest conversation with your partner to clear the air.
Makes sense.
It does. Okay. Friends and family. Reversed. Don't know why I keep saying that.
I did the same. I don't know why. Just have to clarify that we're reading the right one.
Feelings for a friend or close family member are clouding your judgment around them or an important decision you need to make. This card can also represent fighting or not seeing things eye to eye. Getting clear is the answer on all fronts here. The reversed Ace of Swords asks you to find clarity, lead with your head more than your heart, for right now at least.
Yeah, I don't really know what that means.
The family ones are a little bit difficult, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because we kind of are at a point where things have been for a long time.
Yeah.
I don't feel like the dynamic is shifting constantly. So it's like, health. Is your mental state feeling like a thick soup? The reversed Ace of Swords suggests that things are feeling gooey and hard to work through. Stress, mental fog, and depression can accompany this card. Make time to care for your mental health. Energy work, meditation, and journaling may be helpful. Talk to your doctor if you need their support.
Guys, if you've been with us from episode 1, then you'll know that I've been through a bit of a mental journey recently. Totally. So this all kind of makes sense. Mm-hmm. And now I'm on the mend side of things. But I do think maybe I do need to start journaling again.
Well, it's just told you maybe you should.
We've just mentioned it before and then it's saying it again. Like, it's a sign.
Yeah.
It's a sign.
Higher guidance. Your creative energy has come to a big old stop sign. And you're left stuck at an intersection without directions or without clear ones at least. But, sorry, I'm just taking a quick break. Because this could make sense with like the whole stopping dancing thing. And obviously now, because obviously we're in the present, you are taking steps to try and find some creativity again.
Do you know, like, I'll be honest, you know, when we was in Rome and I tried to choreograph a dance, remember when I got asked to do
the kitchen,
and I ended up, I never normally say no to people, but then I ended up saying no because I just couldn't do it.
Like you just have like a mental block.
Like I used to be so good at just like being able to just choreograph it, but that day I just...
Interesting.
Yeah.
Allowing yourself to snowball into panic and doubt will make things worse. Mm-hmm. Take your time at the stop sign to get clear and settle into the stillness as you contemplate the direction that feels aligned to you. There's no rush.
That's the thing. No, but that's also a thing that's leading into the present. I need to know that there's no rush.
Yeah.
Because I start to panic and I'm like, well, I don't have a job yet. I don't have this figured out. I don't have that figured out. And I'm like... But
you are making steps to try and get there.
No, I am. I'm not like a lazy person. No. But like, you know...
Things do take time.
Yeah. And it's just sometimes you just get overwhelmed and you're like, well, I don't have that. I don't have this. And then you're like,
especially there's so many options.
Yeah.
It's like, which one do I choose? What's going to be the best for me ultimately? That's kind of the vibe.
Yeah.
So outcome.
Oh.
Right? The not so great news is that the reversed Ace of Swords suggests your outcome will be muddled, chaotic, and probably won't end up in your favour. The better news is that now that you know this, you can change your course of action, because once again, this is past.
Mm-hmm.
Clarity and communication, or lack thereof, will be the make it or break it for you. If you can buckle down on those, things will be okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
that one makes sense.
Okay, all next right. one. So present is Four of Cups. Let's find that.
All right,
Fourth of Cups.
Present.
So, description for the Fourth of Cups. The Four of Cups is a moody scene of apathy and contemplation. This card depicts a man sitting cross-legged beneath a tree. His crossed arms and legs suggest that he's closed off and not open to new opportunities at the moment. This closed-off nature is further exemplified by his refusal to accept the cup being offered to him by the hand appearing from the clouds. That closely resembles the hand seen in the Ace cards. Or acknowledge the 3 cups in front of him. His downtrodden expression suggests that despite the opportunities presented and the lush land surrounding him, he's still discontent.
I feel like this might be spot on. And I'm a bit scared.
So, keywords, okay?
Because this is upright as well, right?
Yes, upright. So, contemplation, meditation, apathy, dissatisfaction, missed opportunities, boredom, uninspired, not seizing opportunity. Okay? Beginnings. You're feeling apathetic about life right now. Possibly you're having thoughts that whatever you do won't make a difference in the world, so why bother? Things are generally...
Oh my God, that was literally what I was saying to you before about the fitness classes. So I was like, I'm going to do it, so why bother? Like, I don't see, like, I keep having ideas and then I'm like, well, no one's going to do it. No one's going to think. And then I'm like,
no one's going to come.
Yeah, why bother? Oh my God. Okay, carry on.
Things are generally gloomy and you're lacking motivation to move forward. Babe, I love how it has like these this
it's
lingo.
written by a woman.
Yeah, babe, time to get out of this funk. It will take effort, yes, but it's time to choose positivity and remember your worth.
Yes, absolutely.
That's got a positive spin there. That's good. Okay, career. You're feeling bored or indifferent with your current position.
I don't have one.
T. You may have also been offered a choice to make a move within your career or take a new position, but you aren't feeling like it's the most aligned option for you right now. Create a vision board to find new inspiration in your work. Trust your intuition when making choices.
Yeah.
A lot of this has always been to do with intuition, because on your nebula it was saying intuition, trust your intuition.
If I'm going to be really honest, it's that I'm at a point where my career is not my driving force in my life right now.
Period.
Like, I feel like your priorities kind of change as you go older. So as I'm in this Saturn returning thing, so
you can do some research on that. I think you'd find it interesting.
Yeah. So obviously up to now, my career has been my driving motivation of what I want to do, where I'm going to go. Like,
it's been the main focus.
Yeah,
which,
it's been what's
as
spinning the wheel. Yeah. But now I'm kind of at the point where I want the other parts of my life to evolve.
Yeah.
So then I've openly said to Brad, I've said to my family and stuff like that it might sound pathetic, but at the minute I am making career decisions to help that other side of my life too, because it's not a normal situation
to give those sides like a good chance.
Yeah, because it's not a normal situation I'm in, because as you can probably tell, the person that's in my life sort of thing is not English. Okay.
Yeah.
It's from a different country. It's a whole different dynamic. It's not like it just lives down the road and I can just choose what I want to do in the UK. We've got to.
Obviously, it's a big commitment. Also, like moving forward, it's like moving places, whatever. Like, there's a lot of moving parts.
There's a lot of things to go into it. So at the moment, career is not really the driving thing. So that if that helps, makes sense to anyone.
Just because it might be a bit confusing otherwise.
Yeah.
Money. Stop comparing. Oh, here we. This is period. Stop comparing your financial situations and possessions to others. Feeling less than. Feeling less than is causing you to miss out on enjoying your abundance. This card can also signify being uninspired to better your financial position. Start incorporating gratitude into your current practice. Affirmation, journaling, or meditations are good places to start. I think you got to buy a journal, babes.
Yeah, I kind of want a really cute one.
I got a nice one. Love. Within a relationship, things are feeling boring, and you may be wondering if it's worth continuing to put effort in. If single, you may be feeling like you've missed your chance at love or are not into dating right now. See if you can bring excitement and spark back to the relationship. If single, have faith in your future. Friends and family. You're reconsidering relationships and whether they're good for you or not. You may be feeling bored with your social life, and you may be wanting to hide away on the couch rather than go out with friends. Evaluating your relationships is a good thing, but don't get too carried away in cleaning out the relationship closet while you're in this funky mood. If you can't get yourself out of the house, ask a friend to come over to help lift your spirits.
Okay.
Health. Your health isn't the greatest right now. You're feeling tired, low, run down, or depressed. This card can also suggest ignoring growing health concerns. Listen to your body. If you need to take a break and rest, take it. Speak to a doctor to clear up concerns.
Okay.
I think for you, it's more mental health things than physical.
Yeah.
Higher guidance. This card is a loving kick in the pants from your guides to stop wallowing and get to work. Sounds like Kim K, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Get your fucking ass at work.
No, it makes sense. Go on.
It's okay to allow yourself to feel through the negative emotions, but the appearance of this card suggests that you may be sitting in them for too long. Don't let yourself wish your life away. It's time to act. Make like Taylor Swift, shake it off, and remember that you're a badass and you're on this earth for purpose. This was written by the girly.
Yeah.
Outcome. This card suggests an outcome you won't be entirely happy with. The Four of Cups can also signify being focused on the outcome that you signify being so focused on the outcome that you miss opportunities along the way. Let go of your tunnel vision for this one. Stop to evaluate things along the way, or you may end up regretful. Don't allow your ego to pass up offers that may be beneficial to you.
That's fair, to be fair, even if we're just going to talk like on the job front, because at the minute I'm just trying to get whatever job I can.
Yeah.
And I felt like, I said to my mum, and I was like, obviously they all like work in warehouses and stuff, and I was like, I don't think I could do that. And then I had moments where I've gone from being a dancer to like being an entertainment host, and then now I'm going to go work in a factory. Like it's fine, but obviously it does take a kick to the ego.
Well, yeah, it's just a vastly different career choice. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, which obviously it's not. That's the thing I have to put into mental check. It's not a career choice. It's just a temporary thing to get me some money. But, like, luckily the job interview I've got tomorrow is more for retail, because obviously, as we know from the episode before, I have worked in retail before. And I said to my mum that I would, if I'm going to have a job to pass time, I would rather it be something where I can actually talk to people. Like, because it gives me a bit of, bit of something.
And I also think that both of us, because obviously you grow up as dancers and you're pursuing something that's not the norm, it does kind of like it's more of a kick to the ego in the sense that like it'd be a job that you're not necessarily going to be as passionate about as like like buzzing to be doing. So it's understandable that it'd be like it feels like a bit of a step back to like choose something else. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's like being a dancer and stuff like that. When people go, oh, what do you do for a living? You're like, oh, I'm a dancer. And then they find it exciting. They find it like me going, oh, I work in a shop. Like, it doesn't feel, and this is not saying any offence to anyone, but like it's just adjusting to that. Do you know what I mean? That a job doesn't have to be this exciting, like,
no, because
career.
You've also spent a good chunk of your life doing something that you found super exciting. Like you're allowed to take, this is going to sound so philosophical, but you're allowed to take solace in like a more mundane life. Like it doesn't always need to be like spectacular.
Yeah, like,
there's joy to have in like normal life and like valuing different things outside of just work. Like you've pursued your career for nearing on 30 years.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing to now choose to like focus more and benefit more other parts of your life.
And also like this is just a time like an in-between point, because I am trying to find another career passion, because I still think I do need to work in something that I'm passionate about, but I'm just trying to find that
what that is.
Yeah, which I think I know deep down, but it's just I've got to deal with something else first before I can do that.
Yeah. Moving on.
Yeah.
So future. Now, interestingly enough, it's the 3 of Cups, and we just had the 4 of Cups, but this is in reverse.
Yeah.
Right? So description for the 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups depicts 3 women raising their cups in celebration. Although they're from different backgrounds, as evidenced by their varying clothing, they've come together in unity. The laurel wreaths in their hair suggest success and victory. The ground is garnished with flowers, fruits and vegetables, conveying abundance and fertility. Pregnancy on the cards.
But this is in reverse.
I know. This card embodies celebration, collaboration, friendship, and overall positive energy.
I mean, that'd be great if this
I know,
card was
let's hope it does stay this. Fuck. Reversed. Loneliness, independence, creative block, overindulgence, imbalance in social life, jealousy, cancelled plans or projects.
But maybe I need to think that, like, obviously, because I feel like I'm still in the present where it was like...
Yeah, because this is present leading into the future.
Yeah, like where I'm still in this mental block. So if I carry on this way...
This is what you could be getting.
Yeah, then that'll be my future.
This is telling you to change things.
Yeah. So this is
Let's
what
look
will
at
be
it
my
that
future
way.
if I don't, like, do something
Yeah,
about
this
it.
could be the future if you kind of sticking in this mindset of you present.
Yeah.
Cunty, I'm loving this. Anyway, beginnings. It's in reverse, right?
Yeah.
You're not feeling like so much of a team player and would rather take the steps in your journey on your own. Take this time to listen to your inner voice and try to tune out the opinions of others. Trust yourself. Once again, trusting yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Career. If your job was a symphony, the 3 of Cups reverse suggests that the theme song of your job is dissonant and in a minor key. Things aren't going well. Conflicts with co-workers, a flopped project, or potential gossip around the workplace have you not feeling great. Take the high road around others. If a project didn't pan out as you hoped, consider working with a different team. You could see this in a more of like a less like poignant way. Like it could be a little bit more like metaphorical.
Yeah.
You know? Money. The Three of Cups reversed can signify one too many drinks on me situations, leaving you feeling lacking in the financial department. This card can also represent cancelled projects or lost job partnerships. Cut back on overspending. Love. Put back the cocktail napkins and fancy towels. This card signifies cancelled celebrations or a partnership that doesn't last long. The reversed Three of Cups can suggest an unwanted third party involved in the relationship. Now is a time to focus on yourself, forget the relationships that don't last or where you're not a priority. Interesting. Friends and family. You may be drifting apart from relationships you were once close with, or you're feeling betrayed by a close friend. If relationships are falling to the wayside, it may be time to put in extra effort to make sure they stay afloat. Health. The reverse Three of Cups warns against overindulging, particularly in social settings. Be mindful of partying too much or overindulging in food or drink. Make sure you're doing the less fun parts of self-care, such as taking vitamins and drinking enough water.
Yeah.
Higher guidance. You're in a slump right now, stressed, projects not panning out in the way you planned. Maybe you're fighting with a friend. Whatever the case, your guides see you and are here for support. You're being guided to reconnect with yourself and to see where things are out of alignment in your life. This will be interesting to look back on, kind of like after you maybe launch some of your classes and stuff.
Yeah.
And kind of see how they go.
I think it's what I said before. I think it's if I carry on this way,
continue on this road,
then that's where it's going to end up going. But that's why my present said that I need to like
trust your instincts.
Yeah.
And also, it's just like I think so far anyway, both of our future cards haven't necessarily been a slam dunk.
No.
So I think both of ours maybe would have been in a sense of like, if you continue along this path, this is kind of how things could go.
Yeah, but we're both in a state of where we want to change things.
Transforming and transitioning, whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Outcome. Disappointment may be looming in your future. The reverse Three of Cups is a card of cancelled plans or projects. How many fucking times does she want to say that? It can also signify a falling out with friends or family. Take what's told to you with a grain of salt. Have a backup plan if things go awry. That's a good way of looking at things. There's always a backup plan, people, even when they might not seem like it. And there you go. There's your reading. I feel like we've been through it this episode.
I feel like that was a journey.
It really was. I feel like we've had a really nice... Like, I feel there's positivity in the air, though.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I think the cards kind of called us out where they needed to. But I think overarchingly, obviously, like, it's very easy to kind of, like, see the whole future thing and be like, fuck. And, like, bogged down. But I like that we're trying to, like, use it in a way of, like, no, let's not allow this sort of stuff to happen. Let's redirect. Like, it told us in previous cards or whatever. Redirect and change that. I think that's wonderful.
Yeah, I think we both are at a point where it's saying that we both need to put change into it. And we need to listen to
And I think we both know what changes we need to implement.
Yeah,
so now it's just doing it.
And stop with the self-doubt.
Yeah, and it's just, I think it's just validating us in those thoughts.
Well,
guys, we're not going to end with the question of the week.
No,
because it's been a long episode.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like you've had enough of us at this point. But this was really fun, and I'm glad we did this. But yeah, so that's that. And
who knows, someone who's listening or watching, you might have got into a bit of tarot card reading.
Yeah, and also it's just
astrology.
It's not that deep. So it's like, just this is the thing. Take things with a grain of salt. Like this is fun. It's a fun thing to do. It's just like a fun thing to know. And like, obviously, like, yes, sometimes it might seem like a bit of a reach or whatever, but like, it's fun to interpret these things within your life and like kind of like just like see how that could work.
It helps, like, just reading some of that. It then helps you think about your life.
Yeah, and it reinstates what you already kind of know to be true.
No, but also it makes you actually like evaluate your life and what's actually going on, and makes you think stuff that you might put off thinking about.
Yeah.
And like now I already know that I'm in a bit of a lull, and I know about the self-doubt and stuff like that, but then it's giving you that motivation to do something about it and to be like, no, I can do it. If other people can do it, I can do it. Why not?
Totally.
So yeah, obviously it's not gospel, like it's not, do you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not...
We're no psychics.
Like we might have done that completely wrong.
Totally.
I don't know, but
like it's fun. It was fun.
Yeah,
I had a great time. But yeah, guys, this has been a long episode, so we're gonna love and leave you here. But yeah, make sure you're leaving some comments down below of questions of the week to come up, because I promise they're not going to be all this length. But next week, guys, Mum and Dad will be on the pod.
Woo!
How exciting! And we've got some fun plans, and we will be bringing back What's the Story in Bellamore, because you guys loved it, as did we. We've been cackling at the stories, so we'll be making Mum and Dad do that also.
Yeah, I feel like they might be.
And I think Dad's gonna surprise us.
Do you think?
He shook me to the core when we did the Hot Ones video. He's a natural on the camera.
I think my mum's quite random like me though. Like I think her brain works similar to mine like that.
See, I don't know. I think with the story, maybe my dad might struggle, but I think in general, on camera, he is a character.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, we're gonna love and leave you.
Thank you guys. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.
Bye. Like, comment, subscribe, to all the things. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.